Rapid Wins, episode 13. Such a lucky number. So fitting then that we are diminished on the number of actual physical players. I wonder if it's an allurement. When last we left off, does anybody remember what happened previously?
We're in a dungeon.
Yeah, we killed some stuff in a dungeon. But the big important thing is that the thing we're looking for, which is a ritual scroll and some unknown object.
Yeah. There were a number of rooms that you cleared out as you've been making your way in that direction. Higram nearly got consumed, but managed just barely to survive. You guys wiped out a few different spider plants and discovered a lot of miscellaneous objects. One of them was really important, and I don't know who has it.
Doesn't someone have like the reposed thing also?
Maybe it's in the bag of holding.
Could be in the bag of holding.
Because the last thing I have is the map of the area that we had gotten before we came down here.
I think Bella was keeping track of all the items that we had.
Well, we all have access to the bag of holding.
We do, but I don't know if she had put it in the bag. Or whether she just had like a notepad file with all the stuff.
Yeah, I'm pulling up their sheets. I'll let you know what they have in just a moment. Takes me a sec here. But you guys can search the bag of holding since that's communal property.
I don't see anything in there.
I don't see anything that would scream to me, this is a thing that's important.
Yeah, so one of the things that you found, it is on Felix's sheet. Felix has a key to this room down here. So you know that back here, this was like a garage/shed where there was some stuff stored, a cart. In here was like a little storage area for a lot of miscellaneous goods.
We're still on the main map.
Is this,
I'm sorry, you're on the main map. Yeah. Let me bring you back over to here. But you guys had not yet traveled to the south. And you know within this residence that you're assuming that this is, there is a... Why is the lighting not updating? Come on, lighting.
Yeah, we've explored this. Lighting. We've explored all of this, and it's back to completely dark.
Yeah. It's starting to update again. Just move your character around, and it should... I'll move some of the other characters around as well, and it should repopulate the lighting. The lighting engine is really random.
So we've been everywhere except down?
Everywhere except down. Which you know to be locked. Or at least you assume to be locked.
Is this a thing that we could... Well, I guess I'll check the door for traps.
Yeah, the door is not trapped.
Okay. Is this a thing we could try the fancy key on?
Yep. You can attempt the fancy key.
Does the fancy key have like a specific design or anything on it?
It is nicer than usual. I forget the details, and they are details that I don't have my notes open for. But it's like pretty obvious that these things are likely related. That you've kind of found the spare, the hidden away spare that was supposed to be protected. Let me get into the notes here. It's been so long since I've had my Evernote open. Yeah, so the key has a little bit of detail to it. It's not like super ornately decorated, but it is a little bit nicer key than you might otherwise see.
Just like gauging from it visually, do I think the key would just like, does the door look ornate in any way, or if it looks like just a regular door, then
the doors have been all kind of plainish.
So this is probably not the door that this key goes to.
Hard to say, but you do have a key that you found in this area.
Well, I don't want to like break the key. I mean, if using it, if you're trying to use it breaks it, then I don't want to do that.
Well, does the key seem like old, like it might come apart?
No, the key doesn't seem brittle. It is made out of metal.
All right, well then fine. I'll try the key on the door.
Yeah, you will find that the key does not open the door.
All right, well then let's try it the other way.
Okay.
Try it the more delightfully devilish way.
That will not be enough though to disable it. Yep, but you do not break the lock. You don't cause yourself any problems, so you can try again.
Put guidance on you.
Yep. You get an extra +1.
Again.
No. You are having some trouble with this lock.
Well, it's hard for me to roll. I guess it isn't that hard for me to roll. All right, let's keep trying it.
Guidance you again.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go. So yeah, you finally managed to get it. It takes you a little bit, but you finally like click it into place. And the door opens. Inside is a well-decorated sort of living area. There are couches, tables, chairs. I'll open this up, but there's not really going to be a lot of detail in the room.
Oh, okay.
As we go in, I'm going to take a look around.
Yeah, I haven't really decorated it. But you'll notice that this interconnects to a number of
linguistic.
other rooms. What are you linguisticsing?
No, I'm looking. What I was
Okay.
trying to do.
Yeah, but as you look about the room,
I speak door.
one of the things that you'll notice is that this room is not covered in a layer of dust. This room is like somebody's cleaning this on a semi-regular basis.
Didn't we talk about this? Is this one of those cube things?
Yeah.
You know that there's still other organic matter in here as well.
Okay, it
So
would have cleaned away the bed. if
yes.
that would've- Okay.
Can I check the room for traps?
Sure. The room contains no traps.
Was there another exit?
Yeah, there are a couple of different doors in different spots. One on the south wall, or one on the southeast wall, and one on the southwest wall. The map doesn't go that far down, so we'll just kind of theater of the mind it from here. Also, I didn't draw the wall all the way down on one of these, so if you go far enough to the left,
Yeah,
you can get
I
off
see.
the
I'm
map.
outside the map. Out of bounds.
Look around for some loot.
Yeah, I guess I'll join you in that.
Yeah, you
I'll
can
leave it in the
start.
map.
You can start pillaging the place.
I guess
yeah.
I'll take notes now.
Let me give you what you find in here.
I have a notepad file up.
There we go.
Noise.
I was looking for secret doors.
Yeah. You will not discover one in this room. Just the two obvious doors. But what you will find is a lot of miscellaneous crap.
Nice.
Show me the crap.
Strewn throughout the area in various different ways are the following items.
Oh, it's a lot of crap. Ask me about Loom.
I don't think there's anything good on that list.
Yeah, I agree that there is. Unless there's a D6 on this list randomly, I probably don't want any of it.
I mean, maybe
ladders.
we got to use a crowbar at some point, but I mean,
I think I might have
Sack of wheat?
Yeah.
Man,
a crowbar.
who could not? We might end up needing. Remember that these ladders are here. We might end up.
I'm gonna
one.
pick up. I'm actually just gonna put the crowbar in the bag. Why not?
Some of this stuff is sort of like in decoration too. Like the ladders are done in such a way with like planks of wood over top of them to sort of make makeshift bookshelves, or to like create like you could put the two ladders up and then you put like the planks of wood in between them. Yep.
That's something I would do. I don't care how it looks; it just needs to work.
Yep, that is the impression you get from some of the stuff around here is that stuff is in place just in a way to be form over function. But there's also some like nicer things in here, like the chairs are much nicer chairs. The cabinet that's in here is in good condition. It looks to be of high quality. It has nice like glass. Like a nice glass window to it that has a bunch of this stuff stored in there, like the small cask of tobacco or the large cask of tobacco that's in there, and a few of the other things.
So-
I don't especially want to grab a cabinet, even though it's worth 30 GP.
No, this cabinet's staying here. I think.
Yeah, the cabinet weighs about 60 pounds as well, so...
Yeah, even when I ant haul, it's still not worth it for me to carry the stupid thing.
Do we want to go east or west?
Let me roll one of these these actual D6 that my character has, but actually roll it in the chat.
Like, is there any markings or anything, or any words written by the doors?
No.
By either door? Just checking.
All right, even will be east, odd will be west.
We're going west.
All right, you go through the western door and you enter
We're
into...
checking for traps, right? Before we go in.
Mhm.
Every door,
Yeah.
check for traps.
Okay.
Nice try.
Don't you shortcut my trap. Check in.
Yeah, there's no
Clear.
traps. 100% no
Alright.
traps.
Clear.
I'll have something to say about that and fail.
And the trap triggers. No, it's fine. There is no trap. 100%
Okay,
no
great.
trap. You go through the southwestern door, and inside there is a large table laid out. A number of cabinets against one of the walls with a kind of stove. The stove has this very like intricate and bizarre piping that goes into the wall, and you can see it kind of etched into the wall, and then it goes back and into somewhere. There is also a like large chest against one of the walls, and some counter space that you could produce stuff on, made out of sort of built into the stone. Like they obviously carved out the stone area and used the natural stone as the countertop, and then built the cabinets underneath the natural stone layout.
All right, chest.
Nope, looks clear.
How's
I'm
that chest?
No trap.
I'm checking for secret doors.
All right, let's get all these perceptions out of the way. No secret doors. You can open up the chest, which is not locked, and it is cold on the inside.
I don't know what
And there are several meats on the inside.
Oh,
I think it's kind of like
it's a fridge.
It's like a bag of holding, but instead of having more space, it keeps things cold.
Yes.
Do I think this
portable?
particular item
It is not portable.
Okay.
Oh, it's not
I
portable.
wasn't sure
Okay.
how big. Yeah.
It's like about the height of your waist, and then goes down. Not Higram's waist, by the way. It's about the height of Higram.
What's in there?
Just for the sake of it, what food do I see in this fridge?
You will see. It's hard to say. Do you have any ranks in knowledge? I'm sorry, in profession cooking.
Profession, no. Knowledge, I can do any knowledge you want me to do.
Yes, but this would be more of a like knowing a meat from the look of the meat. Like these meats aren't labeled, so you'd have
Okay,
to
then
to
no, I
like
guess I don't.
have the skill to look at it and know, or to taste to get like let it warm a little bit, get a little fingering of it, so you can get that salmonella. And
Nope,
also
I don't
fingering
know about,
meat is probably not.
I don't want to
something...
finger the meat, Steve.
But yeah.
All right. Well, this seems to be just the kitchen. I'm game to just go the other direction.
Well, did we look around for other stuff?
I don't know. I
Is
guess
there
not.
anything else in here interesting?
There
Secret
are
doors.
there are lots and lots of various food items throughout here. This place is well stocked.
I mean, we could take food with us, but I don't see really
How
a
long would
need.
it last?
Yeah,
How
any
long
like
would it
jerky or dried fish or anything?
No, there's no like long-term storage foods. This looks like somebody is actively going out getting food and then coming back down here.
That's interesting. That's an interesting sign that there's like civilization down here.
At least one person or group is comfortable just living down here with all this shit down here.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm convinced there's nothing in this room.
I guess we move on.
Okay. You can head to the southeastern door.
Yep. Let's check it for traps.
Yep.
Looks.
Oh, wrong button. I wanted to.
Yeah, that's fine. It is not trapped or locked. If you open it up, this will lead into a hallway. Down the hallway, there are 3 doors. 2 on the left-hand side and 1 on the right-hand side. I'm sorry, as you go through it, it turns to the right, and then there are 2 doors on the left-hand side and 1 door on the right-hand side.
And are there any secret doors? Oh wait, actually, we're probably checking for traps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traps. Traps. Trap daddy.
Oh,
It
new
is
trap?
not trapped.
So how many doors are in this room now?
There are
it's hard for me
3
to-
doors. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Well, I guess technically
Other
there's
than
2
the one
on
we-
each side,
But not the one we just came
but not
through.
the one you came through. Right. It
All
would,
right,
it would
time
be
for
one on
another-
one ahead and to the right, and then 2 to the left.
All right, so let's just go clockwise. So whatever the next door clockwise. I'm just gonna check the next door
Okay.
clockwise.
So if you're gonna go clockwise from where you're standing, that'll be the door that's almost straight ahead of you. That door is not trapped according to your checks.
Okay.
I'll listen in to see if I hear any movement inside.
Sure. You do not hear any movement inside.
We're just
I
curious.
will open the door
Yes,
if it is openable by me.
it is unlocked. You can open it. And this is a rather small room. There is a small throne-like object in here that has a hole in the top of it. As you look down inside, you can see at the bottom of it, there is some kind of like ooze squirming around at the bottom of it. To the left, there is a like little drain hole that seems to drip down into somewhere. And if you like move in front of it, it will like start to rain down water.
All right, so we're in the bathroom.
Is it magical?
It is magical.
There's not any kind of containers that you would
It's like a
describe.
big water cantrip at will, but it knows your thing.
Yeah,
It's motion activated.
motion activated.
Do you think you let the owner know that somebody activated it?
Probably not. They probably don't assume anybody would be in here. How is it affixed to the wall?
It comes out of the ceiling.
Oh. So it's like a shower?
Yeah, like a shower. But you can
How
also
is it-
just kind of stick a hand in there and the water will pour down. It seems to respond, like if you play around with it, you'll realize it seems to respond to living organic matter that moves underneath it.
Is it
Could
generic? Oh,
Steve, can we have like the spellcaster like identify, make sure that there's not divination in any other use other than just detecting that we're
Sure.
trying to get a shower?
He can turn on some. Let's see if he's got detect magic ready. He does,
I'm just
and you
wondering-
can check it. Go
I
ahead.
wonder if this would work if we yanked it out of the ceiling.
You'd have to yank the ceiling out.
Oh, so it's like formed into
It's because it's one stone. It's like one stone slab at the top. You could theoretically. You just need some like expertise in how to remove the stone.
Nah.
And if you fuck up, you break the item.
I was like, man, I'll put this in my house. Let people try to steal it.
But it does not seem to have any form of alarm. It is literally just the create water spell with a trigger of like putting, basically getting underneath it.
Then I also have no interest in the rest of this room.
I gotta check for secret doors.
All right.
Feel free. I would never want to stop you.
All right. So
I'm gonna-
technically,
Look for arbitrary loot.
technically down here there is a secret door.
I'm not going into crapper, Steve.
It is the secret door on the toilet. That is a lid.
Leads down
Secret
to the
door.
ooze.
All right, what's in there?
You reach your hand down there.
Don't say yes to that question.
But you can actually see down and into it. There is the ooze there is an ooze that rests down at the bottom of it.
Okay.
But you can come back out of this room, and only the two other doors remain.
All right.
I'm gonna weaponize this ooze and
More
throw it on-
clockwise. Checking the door.
The next door
clockwise.
to the left, the next door on the left wall.
Yeah, I'm finding it. Why can't I find it?
That door is not trapped.
All right. I'm just gonna open it.
It is
I
locked.
can't. I mean, I'm going to open it.
Ooh, yeah. You pick that lock with relative ease. And the door swings open. And this is not a large room, but a decent sized little bedroom. There's a small twin size bed that rests against one of the walls. There's an armoire against another. A few outfits are kind of strewn across the floor. Small bedside table has like a little lantern resting atop of it. And a couple of books sit also next to that lantern.
One of our characters was looking for books, right?
Yeah, immediately Felix goes running over to the
Okay.
books, but complains that they're all terrible fiction books that are completely worthless.
Interrogate Thornoff.
No, not Thera-Gage books.
Are they Chuck Tingle books?
They are not Chuck Tingle books. These
Dang.
these almost look to be like like old hero stories about like fictional heroes past.
Is it like child-sized clothes?
No, they seem to be adult-sized clothes.
It's just an adult like fiction.
Yeah. But there is no money or anything else on
Oh yeah, I
the
was about to
inside.
say check the pockets.
Yeah. Just a
Okay.
few not lackluster outfits.
Do we want to see if there's any hidden doors?
Yep.
Like one to Narnia through a wardrobe.
This is a very large wardrobe.
Yeah, this room has no secret doors.
I am out of ideas for this room.
Yep.
All right, to the final door.
All right, it's the final door. Yeah, you can step up to the door.
I check it for the
Yeah,
great.
it's not trapped.
All right, I try to open it.
All right, roll me 1d6.
Yeah, of course. The one I fail at doing.
All right, and then roll me. I believe that one is
20 on all of my perception checks, except for that one door that's actually fucking trapped.
roll me a d3. 2. And then does a
Oh boy, okay.
Does a 31 hit? Holy shit.
My AC?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it does.
It crits on 18 to 20, so it's a second.
Oh, great, of course.
I guess a 14 doesn't confirm, though, does it?
No.
All right, so this is for...
Plus 12 jinkies.
And I also need a fortitude save from you. As you take 12 points of damage.
Okay. Oh, wait, I hit the wrong button.
Ooh, that is just barely enough. You feel a burning sensation as like a small blade comes out from right above the door, very thinly, and slices off like the top layer of your hand. And you feel like an intense stinging sensation as it cuts into you, and bits of like green ooze kind of like drip down your hand.
I hate it. Ugh. Well, I've disarmed the trap, guys.
The trap almost disarmed you.
That's not important right now.
After the last debacle, I don't have any way of healing you currently.
I don't think anyone has any way of healing me currently. Not even I have a way of healing me. I think I've even used mine.
Because we elected not to rest, right?
You have not rested yet. No.
Yeah. I have a couple of stealth-only heals.
But yeah, the trap has been disarmed.
Yeah, I guess we're going in.
The door is locked.
Oh, sure it is.
Our guidance to this time.
How
And then
locked
you
is
didn't
it?
need
It is not that locked. So the door will click, and you will be able to open the door. This room is a much more ornately decorated room. It is a very large room with a very large bed front and center of the room. There is a massive armoire to the left. There's a side table on each side of the room, and it is kept well clean. A large mirror fills one of the walls, like from where the door is to where the end of the wall is. It is just a massive mirror, and it is kind of like centered off to where the bed is.
I wonder if the mirror is magic in any way, shape, or form. But I don't know.
I can't think that.
I would love to see what happens when
If
I
you
do
ask that question, Felix will start detecting magic across the room. He will identify to you that the bed is lightly magical, that the mirror is not magical,
Interesting.
the armoire is magical, that the side tables are not magical, that the lamps on the side tables are magic.
That makes sense.
And I think that's about it.
What happens if I lay down in the bed?
Well, first I'm gonna oh well, never mind.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to look for traps.
As you lay down in the bed, even before Felix has enough time to try to identify what all the magic on these objects is, you will need to give me a will save.
God, really?
Yeah.
I tried.
You will +2 versus illusion spells or spell-like abilities. Nope, you will fall asleep.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah, and until you are considered well rested, or until somebody wakes you up, which you will need to will save once again against the spell. Each time they try to wake you up, you will not be able to be awoken.
You die, guys.
So Higram, I once heard this tale of Sleeping Beauty. So how you wake him is you go over there and
No, that sounds much more like a Luna job than a. What do you think, Luna? Oh, she seems up for it.
I would not do that to a character. I feel like she'd be more likely to slap him awake.
Yeah. We could like
100%.
grab his foot and yank him off the bed. See if that wakes him up.
I would suggest you things when I'm asleep.
Yes, I think she would be. The other two would be okay with that, like pulling him off the bed and seeing what happens. It's a good experiment.
Yeah.
I was.
All right, I'm gonna help. I'm
Yeah.
gonna help drag it off the bed.
Yeah, what do we need? Strength checks?
give me a strength check.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, even still, like, I'll roll the other two. Oh yeah, all together, you guys just kind of like tug him off the bed, and he like flops down, and that will most certainly wake up Rusty. You land with a bit of a thud and a pain on the back of your head.
Oh man, we should have robbed him
nice
first.
device.
Oh, I mean, no.
Man, I wish I could. Sorry, I should do the voice. Man, I wish I could fall asleep that easily.
He still has detect magic running, right?
Yes, he does.
I'm gonna grab the blanket and pull the blanket off. Is it the bed or the blanket?
It is the bed.
Damn it! I'll throw the blanket back on furiously. Like, man, if it was the blanket, this would be great.
He will mention that the bed is that the blanket is also magical though. And he will. Ooh, it's a good roll for the spellcraft. I just forget the name of this spell.
Hope it's beneficial.
Finger of Death.
No, I don't. I keep wanting to say it's Endure Elements, but there's a slightly different spell, but it's like a modification of Endure Elements. The blanket will always keep you at a comfortable temperature.
Hold. I'm stuffing it in my backpack.
I wanted it.
Hey, I found it first.
I feel like the
I found
party
it
is
when
going
I
to
slept
fight
on
about
that
this.
First come, first serve.
I literally came to it first.
You didn't even notice it. You were so
Only
busy-
weaklings can't endure the elements themselves.
One of the things that will happen though is as you pull the sheets far enough away, you'll feel the sheets go back to like a regular temperature, and Felix will point out that the pillows also have to come with it.
Oh, okay. Backpack. Oh, get in there, you fucker. Well, I look really dumb with a backpack full of blanket and pillow in the dungeon of all places.
I like the challenge of sleeping in a very cold or hot area.
I'm not about challenge. I want the easy life.
Being fair, though, Luna would probably want this.
I think everybody would want this, so this is something that can be fought about afterwards.
Well, once everybody's fair,
Well, someone put it in like the bag of holding.
Yeah. Somebody write it down in the bag of holding at least, and it can be.
Yeah. That can be a future debate.
Yep.
What are we calling this?
This is
Comfy blanket.
this is the exceptionally comfy sheets.
Oh man, I was pretty close.
Don't judge my spelling. Probably wrong. I don't care.
I know I use spell check all the time.
That's what ruined it. I used to be great at spelling, and then science and technology happened.
All right, so there's no other doors in this room?
Nope.
So wait, then where the hell are we going, guys?
Well, I'm searching for secret doors. We haven't done that in here.
All right.
That's true. Maybe the armoire takes us to Narnia.
Yeah, Silvio, you are searching around the room, and you will inevitably, finally open the armoire. And when you open the armoire, you'll hear a strange clicking sound. What did that clicking sound do?
Did it send out a blade at me or anything?
Nope, no blade comes out at you.
All right.
Nobody did check this room for traps, though.
Well, so we're looking around. Did any walls open up or anything?
No walls have opened up.
I look at the mirror. Does the mirror look different?
If you said that, I would say push at the back wall of the armoire.
The back wall of the armoire is firm. It does not move.
So my guess is that in the other room where there were the 3 doors, there's actually 4 doors, and it opened up a 4th door. So I'll look at that.
Yeah, you can look back in the hallway. There's no door there either.
Behind the mirrors, maybe?
Yeah, I think behind the mirror is my next guess.
Okay.
Are the mirrors like, what's the word? Are they affixed to the wall?
The mirrors look to be sort of built into the wall. So there's like a framing object around it, so you could try to disassemble it if you wanted to.
So it's a 2-way mirror, maybe?
Hard to say. You can't see what's on the other side, obviously.
I'm gonna look for traps before we keep. Oh, looks clear.
It's clear.
I will look for traps.
Yeah. So Rusty, you'll actually notice when you're like, there's a clicking noise. You start looking around for other things, more trap-like things, and you realize that there is a trap-like mechanism about this room. When you're sort of examining things better, you notice like there are these thin traces that at first look like accent traces in the stone, like somebody was etching something decorative in there. And then you realize that these accent traces key into specific locations. There are 2 accent traces, one for each lamp against one wall. There's an accent trace that kind of runs along the edge of where the armoire is. There is an accent trace that wraps around the frame of the door. And then there is an accent trace that wraps around the frame of the mirror.
I don't know what is accent trace?
So you know how like you'll sometimes see people will do like etchings into things to make something look more more fancy or elaborate or give it like depth.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
So what they've done is they've kind of etched. They've got like an etching around the bottom that makes it look kind of like it's done for decorative reasons. But then the etchings like go up to different points.
All right, I want to start moving the furniture so it matches the etching.
It is already matching the etching.
Oh, it's already matching.
It's already in place.
What was it that made the click? Opening the armoire?
Opening the armoire. Opening the armoire caused the click.
I'm gonna try closing the door, and I'm gonna try closing the armoire and opening it.
Yeah, if you close the door, you'll hear a different click. If you reclose the armoire, you'll hear 2 clicks.
Well, I meant like the door we came in.
Right, I know. That's correct. You'll hear 1 click when you close the door, and then 2 clicks when you close the armoire.
All right, what else can we close in here?
Well, I was just thinking maybe like the door would open to somewhere else if the armoire was active when you tried to leave.
Is the armoire person sized?
The armoire is not person sized. It is clothing sized. So like a person could stand in there, but it would be like a weird thing to stand in there.
This is one of the places that the constricted game closet opens to.
Well, I was just wondering, could I be in the closet when someone closed it?
Yes, you could theoretically be in the closet when somebody closed it.
Do we want to try that?
You'll be trapped in the closet.
I know someone who might be small enough to fit inside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check the front door again. Does it still open to the same place?
It still opens, yeah.
No, I'm saying
the same place.
Yep. The same hallway. Fine. See what happens.
You're gonna get inside the armoire?
Pavon, if I die, kill him. No.
Yeah, you're closed in an armoire. There's only a single click this time, though, if the armoire is opened and closed.
When they close the door, I'm gonna use ghost sound to make it sound like magic is happening.
Oh, it sounds like it worked.
Oh, it looks like we can leave a bit.
Skilly-doop, 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 skilly-doop.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna open it and walk out.
Wow.
All right.
I heard magic in there. What happened?
Oh, that was me. I was casting spells.
Let's give you guys a little bit of time to think about it. We're gonna take a short break, and we'll see what happens after that. See you shortly.
want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance.
Yeah, so you are in the room with a lot of clicking sounds, mirrors, armoires, lamps, doors, and a bed that was once incredibly comfy and now is missing all the sheets.
Hey, it'll still put you to sleep. That's the important part.
Does the bed move? Maybe it's like something under the bed.
No, the bed is stuck very heavily in place. You can move the mattress, but the mattress is pretty heavy. And every time you interact with the mattress, it will put you to sleep. Well, it will potentially put you to sleep.
Can I like run my finger around the etchings?
Yeah.
When the thing is open.
When which thing is open? The armoire?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you like putting your finger on one of the etchings while somebody opens the door, or just the door is already open and you're putting your finger on the etching?
What do you guys think?
I mean, let's try it while the door is closed like it is right now, and then
okay,
we'll
sure.
try
I'll
it
try
with the
with
door
the
open
door's
if
closed.
nothing happens.
If the door is closed, you won't feel anything. If the door is open and then you touch it, you will feel nothing.
All right. I will try putting my fingers on it while the door is opened.
Okay. If somebody else opens the door with your finger on it, give me a spellcraft check.
Even if I don't have the thing trained.
If you are not trained in it, then you won't really notice it. So yeah, you won't feel anything there. Actually, you would. You can give me a spellcraft because you have the ability to disable arcane traps, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you could actually feel this. Yeah, so you feel a very faint, like, what feels maybe like a rush of magical energy that moves along these etchings. And you also hear a click sound as the armoire is opened.
Is there like an endpoint to the etchings? Or are they...
It loops all the way around the room.
So things that are surrounded are the door, the mirror, and the two lamps?
Yep, the door, the armoire, the two lamps, and the mirror.
Maybe it needs blood to feed it.
Hope not.
Yeah, I agree with this. Everybody start cutting yourselves.
Since it's magic, I'll ask Felix's and Luna's opinions on it.
Yeah, Felix will say to do the door thing again, and he'll monitor it, and he'll see like that there's this like line of force energy that kind of circles around the etchings from like end to end. It traces basically, and then they both meet up in the opposite end of the room.
All right, can I put my finger on the quote unquote the opposite end
Yeah.
and try it?
Yeah, you can, since you know what you're feeling for, you can feel both hit your finger at the same time. But nothing will change.
Sorry, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, so maybe there's something that's supposed to be there. Is it just an empty wall there, or what is at that end spot?
There's just a wall there. There's nothing special there.
No indentation or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna try turning on one of the lamps.
You cannot figure out how to turn this on. Felix will tell you there's definitely a lamp or a light spell that is cast on it, but it is off right now.
But touching it doesn't do it?
Touching it does not do it.
I'm gonna say
It's a clapper.
I would not have thought to clap.
What were you gonna say though, Higram?
I'm gonna say light.
When you say light, it will illuminate. If you said it directly at the lamp, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that lamp will illuminate, and you will hear a click.
My eyes bright like, it worked. I didn't expect that to actually do anything.
I'm getting ready to clap, and I put my hands down dejected before they can see.
You're just excited.
I'm gonna say light at the other one.
It will turn on, and you will hear 2 clicks.
Open the armor.
You will hear no clicks.
Uh-oh. Did the lights go off? Did it reset?
No, the lights did not go off.
If there's like a certain order to this.
That's what I was thinking, maybe. I don't know.
What other things we can activate in the room?
The mirror.
The mirror isn't magic, though, right? The mirror
is not magic.
Okay.
You gotta lay back down in the bed.
You're just trying to get people to fall asleep.
You gotta activate the bed again.
You need to sleep, buddy. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I think there's some order to things.
Are there any books or pamphlets or anything?
There are a couple of books, but they're all kind of meaningless books. These are like books on accounting and trade.
Ugh. I'm gonna grab them by the spine and shake to see if anything falls out.
Nothing falls out.
Damn.
Oh well.
No secret notes.
Well, yeah. So if there is a specific order, like we know that it flows through a specific way. Just do it in that way, maybe.
It flows in both directions. It flows bi-directional.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what I was trying to hint at when I said like you can go to the opposite side and feel the force energy on both sides.
Meaningless.
I get it. This would be John's favorite room if John were in here, but Felix is in here, not John.
So when we opened, is there any pattern to the seemingly if we turn the lights on in the order I don't know.
You have to tell me what you want to do, and I will tell you what happens when you do it.
I don't even know if we can turn. I'm gonna try saying off to the light, see if it goes off.
Nope, it does not go off.
I say dark to the light.
To which light? The one on the left or the one on the right? The one on the west side of the bed or the one on the east side?
The one that clicked once first.
Okay. So you say off, and you will hear 3 clicks.
I say off to the other one.
You will hear no clicks.
Should I close the armoire? Or open the armoire?
Yep.
Yeah, do some to the armoire.
The armoire was previously opened, so you can close the armoire. And you will hear no clicks.
Damn, I'll open it.
You will hear one click.
Damn it.
I say on to a light bulb.
Which one?
The left one.
Okay. You will hear 2 clicks.
That one had 1 click before, right?
Yes.
I say on to the other one.
You will hear 3 clicks, and nothing will happen.
All right, let's get that 4th click, guys.
Say off to the left one.
There will be no clicks.
God fucking, I'm out. I can't figure it out.
Wait, when I opened the front door, that clicked, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
God damn it! It's part of the puzzle too.
All right, what order do you want to say them in? You
I
try
don't
an
know.
order.
Let's try armoire, left light, right light, door.
Yeah, what's the clicks on all that?
Okay, so what are you doing to each of the objects?
I'm gonna turn the lights off.
Okay, both lights off. Got it. That will generate no clicks.
I'm gonna close the armoire.
Okay, that will generate no click.
Okay. I'm gonna close the front door.
Okay, that will generate 1 click.
1 click?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna open the armoire.
That will generate 1 click.
No!
I'm sorry, that will generate 2 clicks. Sorry, that was my mistake.
Okay, then the light.
So, then I'm gonna go to the left light.
That will generate a 4-click pattern, and you will hear a humming sound coming from the mirror.
Is the mirror? I touched them. No, wait, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Well, it's a hum like a buzz or a hum like a person humming.
No, it's a hum like a buzz, like the sound of energy running through something.
Okay, good.
Hey, Higram, touch that
Somebody
mirror.
behind the mirror is like,
Yeah.
They've managed to figure it out. Looks like I have to kill them now.
right. Not bad.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a 2-way mirror this whole time, so I wouldn't be
All
surprised.
right, I touched the mirror.
You're going to touch the mirror?
I think I am going. Yeah,
And
whatever.
you're gonna fall right through. It's an illusion now.
You walk up to the mirror and you will touch the mirror. The mirror will push under you. Like, not all the mirror, but you can like run your hand down the mirror and you'll feel that there's now a loose spot in the mirror. And you can push against the mirror. And as you push, like, you'll start to hear a series of clicking sounds. And then the mirror and a bit of wall will slide to the right. And you will see a long hallway ahead of you. And at the end of the hallway, there is a ladder going down.
We
Where's the
did
guy
it,
who was
guys.
humming?
Huh? What were you saying, Clarence?
No, I said, where's the guy who was humming?
All right. So our.
At this point, though, you will start to hear a slow series of clicks.
Oh, we probably need to get in there.
Yeah.
Well, no. We want to let it reset, and then probably we want to rest because we're out of healing spells and all that. We don't want to go down a 4.
Okay. I'm definitely.
Well, because we know that like if everything locks up, like it should be easy to tell if something is coming for us, you know.
We also
You
know
hear
that-
a grinding noise, and the door slides back into place.
I will say we also know that somebody frequents this area. 100%. They're cleaning up. They're going to get food. They might hunt down below, and this might be where they come to rest.
I don't know.
Or
I'm
maybe
fine
not,
resting.
but
I'm also
burning.
fine, like, going downstairs.
The armoire is now closed, and the door is closed, and both lights are on.
Yeah, I mean we could back up further, but like we don't have healing, so.
I mean, I don't either. I can heal I can heal myself a little bit for three times, and then that's it. Then I'm tapped.
Alright, so yeah, let's just walk down that hallway real quick back to outside of the clean area
Okay.
and rest there.
So you're gonna rest in the living room or in the area out here?
I think the map that we're actually on, we're gonna back out of there and go into like one of these side rooms.
Okay.
Close the door and rest in there.
Got it.
Yep.
Where the plants were before.
Maybe.
Alright.
Do these doors point in or out?
These doors go inward.
Maybe we should try to work together, move that cabinet in here to brace the door so nothing can come in.
Well, there's like several crates and stuff you could move to be in front of the doors in here.
Cool.
All right.
Let's do that then. Yeah, so I thought I didn't have a bedroll, but apparently I have one in the bag of holding, so I'll grab that.
I also have a bedroll.
I also have a bedroll and some really comfy sheets. And we're gonna take turns sleeping, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we'll keep a watch.
Okay. So some important things to know. With the sheets, is somebody actually going to use the sheets?
I am. That was
Okay.
the plan.
You will need 1 less hour of sleep with the sheets.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Ooh, this is an interesting roll of the dice.
It's the thing that can slip under doors.
Well, it could be incorporeal. It could just float through the wall.
Yeah, true.
Hello, guys.
Hey,
It was me all along.
I'm a spooky ghost.
Yeah.
I think
So
what made that funny to me was I never thought about that being a person on it.
you will start to hear thudding against the door about the midpoint of the night. And it will kind of shake all of you a little bit, or whoever is awake, and it will thud, and it will thud, and it will thud, trying to break its way in.
Right.
You'll start to hear the door cracking a little bit as it does.
Who's on watch at this point?
I'm not sure. Roll me a d5. So this will be... Sorry. This will be you, Higram.
All right, I'm gonna try pushing up against the door and holding it. I'm gonna try having Pavan help me. So the two of us are gonna try to hold the door so it doesn't.
Yeah,
buckle.
you will feel
Letting
you
the
will
others
feel
sleep.
like something incredibly strong is pounding itself into this door.
Does it feel like I have no chance of holding it?
You get the impression that the thing is, you don't know how long this thing is willing to do this. Like, if this thing is mindless or mostly mindless, it might just keep going stubbornly until it either breaks in or knocks itself unconscious. Or if it's smart enough, maybe it will eventually give up. But whatever it is has to be able to smell you in order for it to have any interest in here, because there's not like really any light in here or any other things would indicate that you're in here.
Can I use prestidigitation to make the scent go away?
You can make a different scent be there.
All right, so yeah, I'll try to use prestidigitation to make it smell like dead, rotting, like something's dead in here and not delicious living flesh.
It will continue.
Even harder now.
Now you've aroused it.
I'm gonna try to mimic. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna try to mimic the sense of that freaking lurker. Well, that
Okay.
scares it away.
Yeah, it will. The pounding will stop.
Ha!
And
Boy,
it will move away.
I was like, what was the scariest thing we've seen? Oh, the thing that almost instantly killed me.
Yep.
Yeah, that works.
Nope. It goes. You'll hear like a bit of a, and then it will like fade into the distance. And you can all awake the next morning
Nice.
or evening. You have no idea what time it is. But you are well rested and can utilize your rest macros.
Oh.
Very cute, Tom. Very cute.
Thank you.
Felix, or
Just so you guys know, during the night, something tries to bust in and eat us.
Rusty, you might want to do your rest macro as well. Click on your token and click rest.
I
That'll
scared it
reset your
away.
spell points.
Hopefully it wasn't a rust monster because we need one of those.
No, it sounded big. Like it sounded
Okay.
like. It
So
was
how much
pretty-
health do you gain from the rest?
You will gain 2 plus your con modifier.
Okay.
But before everybody sleeps, actually, technically, Luna had some spell points she could expend to do some cures. So we'll knock those out of the way real quick. She can do 8 of them. So who needs healing?
Actually, after just going to sleep, I'll be back to school.
All right, so
I'll
Rusty, you
need
can gain
healing.
that 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I only needed 1 hit point, so I'll get
Okay.
that from resting.
Okay. Where does that put you at now, Rusty? You still need more?
I have 3 more health points
Okay.
left.
There you go. Your cap.
Okay.
That should put you at cap. But yeah, you can all wake up the next morning. Or the next whatever segment of time it is now.
All right. Yeah. So I guess we'll head on back to where we can go down to the next level and see if we run into this thing that was coming after us during the night.
Okay. You all head back into the building and can head back to that room. There is nothing that impedes your ability to get there, but you will notice that the lights are off when you come inside.
They were on when we left, right?
Correct.
All right. Is there something in the bed? Sleeping?
No, nothing's in the bed.
Okay.
Maybe it fully resets after a while, or maybe somebody was here and left already.
Well, yeah. I mean, we saw it do some limited resetting, so maybe like everything looks clean because it cleans itself in like some timed manner, and like all the lights get turned off and all that. Yeah.
So we go back and check the other rooms just to be sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Like somebody could be in the bathroom right now,
Good plan.
or in
Let's
the
do it.
kitchen.
Yeah, you can check the other rooms. You will notice that. Well, I guess all of you can give me a quick intel check.
Oh, that's where I shine. -0, +0.
Sorry, what check? Sorry.
Intel. Yeah, so Felix will walk up to one of the cabinets as you guys are like just checking to see if anybody's been here. And he'll be like, "Hey guys, there was a box of like snack cakes here when we were last in here. Thought about stealing them, but I don't need them for my figure."
Mm-hmm.
So somebody's been through here. For sure.
Yeah.
Because the lights could have reset, the snack cakes didn't just eat themselves.
Self-eating snack cakes. All the flavor, none of the carbs, because you didn't eat them.
Well, just something to keep in mind. I mean, it doesn't really change a whole lot.
But yeah, nobody's physically here. But yeah.
I'm good to head down.
Yeah, I'm good to head down.
Okay.
Wait, actually, what is it? Survival? Can I tell if they went down or up?
No, you can't get a sense of which way this person came from.
Everything clean, I figured no dust. There's probably not a whole lot to look at.
Not to mention it's almost all stone, so it just adds to the difficulty. But yeah, you guys can head deeper down into the dungeons. As you all go through, you kind of, it's only open for about 20 seconds. You guys kind of have to rush through. You'll hear the door slide close behind you. And as you head down here and you reach the bottom, this is another hall that kind of leads out to a certain point. And there is a wall at the end of this hall.
I'm going to look for traps. And
Yeah, same.
Secret doors.
Yep, secret doors. Where's my perception? There it goes.
Yeah, you guys are looking about this area. And you will find a small, hole in the wall.
Does it look key size?
You can look at the key and then look at the slot in the wall, and sure enough, it does look to match the shape of the key.
So the door doesn't appear to be trapped?
It does not appear to be trapped.
All right. I will take this key.
Okay.
And speak slowly just in case someone wants to cut me off. But I'm going to put the key in the keyhole.
Okay.
The key was trapped.
Damn it.
Yeah. The wall will slowly become translucent. And you can see into a big open area that looks like a massive marketplace. There are tents and various people roaming about. People that look like regular dwarves, people that look like elves but with a skin condition, people that look like gnomes but with a weird twisted kind of facial structure, all kind of roaming about, making deals with each other or talking about various things and trading goods back and forth.
All right. Well, I was gonna say, do I understand what they're saying? What languages are they speaking?
Do you speak Undercommon?
Of all the languages I speak, that is not one of them.
Then
But
you are not sure what they are speaking.
I'm pretty sure I don't, but I
Does it look like
double
this
check.
extra,
I do not.
like where our wall is, where we're looking out? Does it look like we're walking into like a tent or a storefront?
No,
Or
it
does it
looks
look
like
just
you're
a
walking into the market itself.
I'm gonna use my sleeve of garments. I think I have or something like that. No?
I thought you did. I thought you had a sleeve of mini garments.
Yeah, sleeve of mini garments. I'm gonna use that to make it look like I have like a long cloak that covers my features.
Yeah.
If we're going out here, I don't want to be like, "Hey, let's go murder this halfling."
Yep.
Does anybody know what they're saying?
No.
What about Phoenix and Luna? Anything?
No.
We can see if
I
they speak.
think Felix doesn't have any linguistics, and nor does Luna. Does anybody have ranks in linguistics?
Oh yeah.
Give me a linguistics check so you can at least try to identify what the language is. Ooh, yeah. You definitely would know that to be Undercommon, though. It's a language that has a lot of similarities to, like, Elven, a bit of Dwarven in it. It sounds both very fluid and very gruff at the same time.
Only I hadn't tried to go for Infernal and went for Undercommon.
Ooh, there we go. A wild Luna appears back in her body.
Oh god. That sounds ominous.
A transformative experience.
Let me move some cameras around here real quick.
Hello.
Well, you came at just the right time. You can die with the rest of us.
Yeah.
That's not what's happening.
I don't know.
Yikes.
So they basically went into the place in the southern area that you guys hadn't gone into yet. It was a home of someone. They found that there was a couple of bedrooms, a bathroom, a kitchen. They found a secret room attached to one of the bedrooms that leads down here, down a floor. And down a floor, the wall there's a pathway that goes forward to a wall. They used the key that they found to open up to cause the wall to sort of become translucent from their end. And they can see that there is a trading post of sorts with various, differently skinned or elves and dwarves and gnomes, all speaking a language that Rusty identified to be Undercommon.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't speak that language. And no, neither does anyone.
I speak Common and Halfling.
I speak Dwarven or Abyssal, Gnomish, Infernal, Goblin, but not that.
I don't think. Let me see what I've got here. Yeah, I don't have a lot of languages, but do I have a spell? I can do comprehend languages, but that just lets me understand them. I can't communicate.
We could see if any of them also speak some language that we speak.
Sword to charm, healing evil. Yeah, I speak Common, Draconic, and Terran. Is all.
Is somebody talking in the background in somebody's? I'm just
sorry.
checking. No, I'm just checking. What I'm
pretty
mostly
sure it's me. Yeah.
That's fine. What I'm making sure of is it's not like a TV program that my content ID match. Because I've literally had that happen before.
It could be. I'll try to keep muted as much as possible.
Okay. Sorry. But yeah, you guys are standing at this transparent way, and you still have the key in the wall for now.
I'm just gonna. Should we open it? Should we just go in? Are they? Is this a thing that I would like know? Do I have any idea how I think people who speak Undercommon would treat people from like what the surface, I guess?
Give me a sec here. I didn't hit the button.
The Underdark
sorry.
is bad for surface people.
Is that? I don't know.
Hang on. Give me a knowledge local. This would apply for you.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so you'll know that there are people from up top that do dealings with things down here. So there's stuff that comes up from the Underdark, or as they've sort of referred to it. They speak of the old text talking about it. You've heard in very, very like loose circles that there are people that make dealings down in this place. It's been thought to be kind of like it's a place that exists, but it doesn't really exist. You know, it's one of those things where people say like, oh yeah, there's like a deeper area where there's all these people that are like different. But it sort of sounds odd, but at the same time, you've seen stuff that's definitely different from up here. So you know people have traded with people from down here. But you're not exactly sure like what the presentation or what the methodology behind that is.
So it's a little hard to tell in this particular situation.
Well,
I'm willing to find out. Unless anyone has any objection.
Well, my thing is it common knowledge that the Underdark is dangerous for service people? Because if not, I probably wouldn't have changed how I look.
No, at the end of the day, like, nobody believes that this exists, and so there's not like the rumors are that there's like a whole nother city that lies beneath the city, and not just like the decayed ruins of the city, but like a real thriving city exists deep beneath the city. But there's no rumors that like there are a bunch of murderers or thieves or anything bad. It's just like, you know, it's almost like that wouldn't it be cool kind of thing, or I bet there is, or I'm sure there's a city that's down there. It only makes sense that there's a city down there.
All right, so I mean,
I'm not gonna change my phone.
yeah, so I guess we just prepare to run back into this room and lock the door and then dip out that way if something goes wrong, right?
How do we get back out? Like, what if this is a one-way door?
Oh,
I guess
How do you plan to communicate with them even when you do get in there?
they
we
might
don't have
speak
a way.
other languages. We don't know that.
Yeah.
Like they might speak Undercommon, and if it's like a dwarf, they might also speak Dwarven. I don't
it's
know.
a market too, so they have to have some like translators if they have dealings with people from the surface. I would assume. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm willing to at least try to communicate with them.
Okay.
How, like as we're standing here talking, does the door stay like?
Yeah, it stays
like
translucent.
But we don't know if it's
like,
translucent from both sides. We don't know if they could see us.
Has
Well,
anybody reacted to our presence?
Yeah.
No one has reacted to your presence.
Probably not. I'm just wondering.
We
like,
don't know if they
you
would
reach that
react
after,
strongly to
20
us anyway.
seconds, like going upstairs. What'd you say?
I don't know if they'd react strongly to us even if they saw us.
Well, if I saw people standing there just having a conversation through a wall, I'd react.
Well,
What are they
also,
doing
also
over there?
like when those people are obviously outsiders. Like, I mean, we look different than everybody that we see here. So
Yeah, do I see any halflings there?
No, just gnomes, and they look like they have kind of twisted faces.
I'm gonna make my clothes look like theirs.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume I'll blend in because I'm
Yep.
dumb and done with because I don't know any better. I'm one of them now.
Should I speak? I guess. I mean, I could go in speaking Gnomish and see if they get it instead of common.
I can put I think I can give you comprehend languages, or is this personal?
It's personal.
No, it's personal. Never mind.
Well, you could just do it, and then if I'm communicating to them wrongly, you can.
Sure, I'll throw
Play it.
comprehend languages on myself.
Okay. And then, how are you going through the wall?
I just turn the key.
well, hold on. With the comprehend languages, we should see if we can hear something first. Like, what if they're like, I wonder if there's any outsiders around to kill. Like, let's form a hunting party or something. Like, you know,
All right.
we don't know. Like, let's listen for a
If
second.
you take the extra time to listen in,
They're like, I have
then-
this fish for sale today.
then yeah, people are talking about trades or barters or like discussing like their goings on, like, hey, how's your partner doing? Oh, they're fine, you know, they're presently into collecting rats, and I really am not a big fan of it, but you know, you gotta have a hobby, right?
It's a living. All right. Well, with that information, and the other perceiving of things, I guess, can I try to fully turn the key?
Yeah, you can fully turn the key, and it'll get back into the position that it started in.
And
Oh, the wall doesn't open or anything?
No, it's just translucent right
can
now.
I put my hand on the wall, or
You can
through
put
it?
you'll put your hand through the wall if you do that.
Okay. Well, then I am gonna just gesture to walk through the wall.
You gesture for them to walk through the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I
I'll
mean,
walk through?
I tried
Yeah.
to walk through.
So, are you walking through, or are you gesturing for them to walk through? There's a difference between those two actions.
I'm going to gesture for them to walk through, and then walk through when they start walking.
Okay.
they're gonna
When
walk
they
through.
start walking.
Yeah.
What is the marching
Use
order?
this wall.
What is the marching order?
I'm the tank, so I'll probably go first.
It's a 5 foot wide wall, or a 5 foot wide entryway. So okay.
I'll be
Higram.
I'll be next to him.
Okay. So Higram goes out, Felix goes out, the wall goes solid. and
knew it.
whoever's behind runs into the wall.
Yeah, I
Is there
think
a
it's
keyhole
normally
here?
me that's in the middle. So
Yeah, it is normally you in the middle. So you'll like thud into the wall as it suddenly turns solid.
Is there a keyhole on this side of the wall?
There, if you look very carefully, there is like it looks sort of like a natural working into the stone, but there is a keyhole in the wall.
Do I still have the key?
You do?
I put the key in the.
Yeah, it will once again go it'll go translucent from the inside, but it will look solid from the outside. And so
What's happening? We're trapped here. No. I'm assuming what.
y'all try and walk out.
yeah, Silvio, you can walk out. Now, everybody can basically walk out. You'll see them all walk out, so you'll know that the wall is still transgressible.
Is anybody watching us doing this nonsense?
No, surprisingly not. No one is looking in this direction.
So I guess we're just not a common site.
Actually,
we are a common.
no. At this point, Felix will start like doing some magical detecting to see what's going on here, and
Of course he will.
yeah, he will. He's not exactly sure, but there is some illusion magic around the door area.
Oh, okay.
The door also obviously has some level of illusion and transmutation as well.
All right. Well, now that we're all on the other side of the door, I will walk when everyone starts walking out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where we're going, so.
Where are you going?
I want to talk to someone.
Okay, you can walk up to the nearest tent.
I'll follow.
Yeah. There is a. Hold on a sec. Let's see what you end up with. There is a darker skinned elf that is behind the counter. And he will greet you in that drow language, or in that undercommon language that you...
Oh, I was trying to look for someone that I might be able to speak. I was more looking for someone who might speak Dwarven. I think there is a dwarf.
Well, you know all of them have been speaking undercommon. Not a single person here has spoken any language other than undercommon.
Right, I get that. But my hope is that if someone is a dwarf,
okay,
I might try to speak Dwarven to them.
Sure, you can go up to the more Dwarven of the people that are down here. And they will start, it almost sounds like they're yelling at you in undercommon. But their expression is very, calm.
Translator.
He asked, what can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
I try to speak in Dwarvish or whatever he is, and I'm like, we are lost.
Speak in the sick tongue.
It's the only language I know to communicate with you.
Outsiders.
Unfortunately.
What are you doing this far down?
We are looking for something.
Everyone comes looking for something. What do you come looking for?
That's where I talked to, was it Silvio or someone? Remind me what we're looking for again.
We don't know. We'll know it when we see it, I believe, is what we were told.
There's no distinguishing thing.
You know location, and it is kind of a, it's going to be some ritual papers, and you'll know the other object when you see it.
All right, well, then I described that to him.
The location, or?
Yeah, the location in the ritual papers.
Buddy, that's an old tale. That place never existed.
I believe it. I believe that it does exist, and we are trying to find it.
You fucking treasure hunters, you're all the same. You all come down here and think you're just gonna get rich. You're rich.
I mean, we are hired to come here to check it out, and that is... I'm fulfilling my bargain.
It's gonna be another failure coming down here.
Well, do you have any words of advice?
Yeah. Just jump in something's mouth instead of fighting it. It'll be easier for you.
Do you have any more constructive criticism?
I mean, looking at you, I don't think I need to give you any more constructive criticism. I'm serious. Just jump in its fucking mouth.
Okay, buddy. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah, thanks for not buying anything.
You know what? I'll buy something if it will make you happy. Maybe. What has he got?
So he has got like a bunch of miscellaneous stone statues. These are like little statues of people you've never seen before in your life. And things you've never seen before in your life. I guess some of them you might have. Like, there is a statue of a lurker. There is a little statue of a dark mantle, of a rust monster.
Oh, a rust monster. How much for the rust monster statue?
5 silvers.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's a little, like, one you could have in your hand. He's got larger ones as well, but I'm assuming you're not going to want to buy, like, a giant stone statue to put in your front lawn.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So you can pick that up.
Statue.
Yeah. So, this is where I ask him. So, is there any way we can get deep? How would we go deeper into toward where we think our goal is?
I don't know where your goal is. So how am I supposed to know?
What's the?
I've got my own business that I've got to deal with. You've got your business to deal with. Now, I understand that you bought something, and I understand that you think this is how the exchange goes. But look, I got stuff to do.
I put whatever. I'll put a gold on the table, and I'll be like, please, just help us out.
He's gonna take the gold, and he's gonna like put it in his pocket, and he's gonna go, well, that was a nice tip, but buddy, I don't have the information you're looking for. I'm not a cartographer.
Can you point me in
a direction? Yeah, there's a direction, and he points like diagonal and up.
Oh my god. Can I do? I love this.
In fact, I got a better direction for you.
Can I do an appraise check to determine? I don't know. Like
you're appraising it?
No, I'm trying to. No. You didn't let me finish. I want to know a good bribe. I want to know an amount to bribe.
So you can't bribe somebody for information they don't have.
Okay.
This isn't a situation where he knows and he's just not telling you. This isn't his bag, man. He doesn't know where the secret temple to a religion that doesn't exist is supposed to be.
But I mean, is there like a way he might know a way further into the where
there's a lot of other, like, you've only entered into the entryway of the market. Like, this whole area is huge. You haven't even begun to explore it. So
all right, well then let's just explore the market for someone who has maps or something.
Okay. Yeah, you can roam about, and
how long does comprehend languages last?
Comprehend languages. Like, I pulled it up and then I closed it because that's what I do. It lasts for 10 minutes per level.
Okay. So we'll pretty quickly not be able to comprehend languages anymore.
Yeah. But you can look around, and you will find a person who is selling maps. Luna can point them out. They'll like occasionally shout, "Updated maps here! Updated maps!" in Drow.
I don't think any of us have Drow.
I mean, I certainly don't.
Well, Luna can point it out because Luna has comprehend languages running.
Okay, yeah.
I guess I'll speak in.
I'm sorry, Undercommon is the language, not Drow, but This is a drow that you will walk up to.
Well, I don't speak elf. Does anyone speak Elvish? That would be the only other equivalent, right? That's the equivalent language.
Felix speaks Elven. But
I mean, am I correct in assuming that that's like a
they
parallel?
look like elves, yeah.
I guess I would have Felix try to communicate in Elvish.
Yeah, Felix will step up and start talking in Elvish, and the drow will spit on him.
Yeah, that'll happen.
You understand Common? I'll ask.
Yes, I understand Common.
Okay, perfect.
Disgusting. Second most disgusting tongue that exists.
Let me take a look at these maps.
Felix is like pissed.
Yeah.
I imagine he is.
I'll use prestidigitation to get it off, but
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for a few seconds so he can stew first.
I have all of the best maps. Everyone is interested in my maps because they're always kept up to date.
Do you have a map towards?
Of the general area around here.
Of course, I have a map of this general area. I always keep great maps. In fact, I regularly, and he'll walk over and he'll start like grabbing a rolled up piece of parchment. I work specifically to make sure I'm mapping these things out on a regular basis. I am a very nimble sort, and I make my way throughout these tunnels, actively checking out what's new in the area, what's changed in the area. I have a few other people that help me out there. Not as good as I am, but I keep it up to date, you know?
Insight. Is he overselling it because he's just stealing other people's work?
No, you're getting like this very this, by the way, isn't how insight works. So what you really want is I probably need to change this
Gauge?
because it's gauge in this game. I realize that by me adding insight, it makes it feel like the 5e version of insight, which is different than what I was intending for insight. Do you have any ranks in gauge?
11, then?
Okay.
I don't have any ranks.
Okay.
I have some.
So I just took off the 6 that I have in
Gotcha. Either way, that's still enough. That's still enough to know that he's just very like proud of what he's done. Exceptionally proud
But
of what
he's
he's done.
legitimately proud, not overcompensating proud.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Should we? I whispered to you guys. Should we ask him about a map to where we're looking for?
No.
It takes a lot if you're going to map these things out. He's still like flailing around with the map in his hand, and he like puts a leg up on the counter, and he's like, you need to have good legs to do this kind of thing. It's a lot of walking, a lot of traveling, a lot of fast movements. You see, and he'll like pull up one of his sleeves, and he'll be like, these arms may seem thin, but some of that thinness is important. You have to reach into places that you might not otherwise need to reach into. You have to have that nimbleness. It's essential for your survival down here in these parts, and only somebody with the right level of nimbleness could get you such a perfectly mapped out sheet of parchment.
Yeah. So, what are the prices on these maps?
I charge the most fair prices for my maps, considering the work that I put in. I keep all of my prices in the most perfect pricing scheme that anyone has ever come up with. It is very difficult as a merchant to make sure that your prices are proper and perfect, and I have worked extra hard to ensure it.
Are they labeled with prices or anything?
They are not labeled with prices.
Just tell me what the maps cost.
Now, you don't have to be so rude. I am a very polite person, and I take absolute care of my customers to make sure that they understand how valuable the service I provide to them is.
All right, sir. Can you please provide me a valuable service?
Yes, I am happy to. I
tell me how
always
much-
provide valuable services to my customers.
And tell me how much the maps cost.
Ah, yes. how much my maps cost. Well, you know my maps have a lot of work in them. I have worked very hard at these. And so it's, when I tell you this price, I need you to understand that I have priced these with the proper precision necessary of the service I am rendering. Is this understood by you?
Yes, it is understood by me.
Excellent. Then this map here will only cost you 100 gold pieces.
I would like to appraise the map.
Yeah, give me an appraise check. As best as you can tell, that's fair. He is doing a lot of work down here if these are as accurate as he says they are.
Yeah, I mean, that's about what I was paying for maps up above, so... So I believe that is inaccurate. So, looking at it, would I, use...
Oh, he's not unrolling it yet.
Okay, so I... Yeah,
Can we
is
get a
this the
preview
map
of the merchandise?
nearby surrounding area?
This is the map of the nearby surrounding area, and I have personally made sure it is up to date and accurate. I am exceptional at making sure that these things are there, and I offer you a near money back guarantee.
What is a near money back guarantee?
It's fine.
If you identify that there is something different about my map, then I will go out and check it out. And if it is a recent change, then I will refund you an equivalent value equal to the amount that difference makes to the map.
What if it's not a recent change and it's just something you missed?
I do not miss things. I am an expert in these ways about this area, and I keep careful notes of all of the places I've been and all of the places I will be.
But what if you did make a mistake? I mean,
I have never
crazy.
made a mistake, and I will never make a mistake.
Listen, I mean, I think everybody makes some
I
mistakes.
don't care who other people are. I don't care who
Let's make it
everybody is.
interesting.
I'm not
I
everybody.
don't care who your customers are.
If we find something in the terrain that isn't on the map, then you give us our money back. If you yourself verify...
I'm smart enough to know
wrong,
that that's not exactly a fair deal. I am making you the deal that I know is fair, perfect, and precise.
Listen, it seems like it's a good price for the map. If we find something wrong, he'll pay us the money back. I don't know.
Yeah, I always take care of my customers. They may get things wrong from time to time. It does happen. But I assure you, I still take good care of my customers. I am an expert at customer service.
You see, if you were an expert at customer service, you would know that the customer is always right.
I am an expert in customer service because I am aware that no outsider is always right.
Well, I guess we'll find out, shall we?
Yeah, I'll purchase this map.
Okay.
I'll split it with you.
You two can each hand him 50 gold. He will look at the coins, and he will say, ugh, dirty,
yeah,
disgusting uplanders.
I give him gems.
I had given him platinum.
Okay. He'll still, like, if it's any sort of coin from above, he'll still, like, look at the coin in disgust. If you hand him gems, he won't look at those in disgust, but...
I've got some gems.
No, it's the exchange has already transpired. You don't know that until you've done the exchange, so...
Yeah, so let me check this map before we leave. Like, does it look like a map with decent details?
Yeah, it's a very well detailed map of the area. There are even places that are marked off as being people's homes. There are places marked off as like there's now like a barrier here that they don't recommend crossing because there's like there is a violent like it marks like certain gangs by color or like groups by color that might be aggressive if you move into that area. And it pretty well fits in line with where you know you're supposed to go from here to where the other location is. And he does not have the location you're looking for marked off on this map.
Right. Well,
does the map have like a name of a city on it?
No, there is no city name on here.
So are the gang's territory, is it all marked in the city or is it also outside the city?
So there's not really a city per se. So what you're in right now is you're in there's like a big dugout area that is basically a trading post. And there are a series of tunnels that kind of run out of the trading post in various different directions. And as they run out, there are like some homes or some other some other establishments that are connected to these. But then there are areas like as you go that way where there's like a coloring that's on there that indicates that like a group has control of that area. And there's a penned in like aggressive or neutral or friendly, but the route that you are going is an unclaimed route. And it in fact has like danger written on that area.
Looks like we got danger ahead, boys.
So we're going, just to be clear, the place that we're going, like the general area we're going, we can tell where that is on the map, but it's not mapped out because he doesn't go over there because it's dangerous.
It is loosely mapped out, but it does say danger, and there's like areas where like things have been kind of drawn, but then there's a bit of a question mark or like a bit of a like ... or it comes to like the edge of the paper.
Like we have a whole map, and then right at the edge of the map is where we're going, and we need another map for the rest.
There's some of the areas do go like that, but where there's like a little ways but you don't know exactly, like you know the general area, you don't know the exact spot, but you have a good idea what you're looking for when you get into that general area.
Should we ask him?
I'll ask him what does this danger here mean?
I am very proficient at avoiding harm and avoiding problems. But as you go that way, your elevation is starting to change just enough that some of the things from lower start to come up a little bit more regularly, and the things from down there are quite a bit more vicious than they are up here.
Okay, so it's dangerous because of more monster density?
Less density and more
Strength of the monsters?
More of the strength of them overall, yes.
What kind of things would you expect to run into over there?
Well, or have you in the past?
I'm assuming that already you've probably at this level run into Otyugs before, the little three-legged creatures that are very large with the wispy spines.
Is that something that we've heard of? What's that?
Knowledge? Or is he describing a rust monster?
No, he is describing this an Otyug. Give me a knowledge engineering if you have it.
I do.
I do not.
Well, I could just do any knowledge, but I do actually have this one.
Yeah, so you'll know that these are, they're a relatively mild challenge. Like, right now, they would probably be, a very light challenge for you guys to deal with. And he's saying, these are kind of, lower level, lower commonplace, as you move into this area. It's not an uncommon thing to come across a lurker, or even the occasional worm to change the terrain. There are creatures that can burrow through the stone, making new tunnels and collapsing some others. It's very dangerous to go that way.
Alright, and do we know what about worms?
So yeah, there are... Give me a knowledge engineering to try to see what you know about those. Give me 1 sec. I need to find the entry.
Diggity damn.
They're not listed the way I want them to be. Ah! Hang on 1 sec, sorry. But this way. It should be. That's not the one. There it is. I think that's the one. Yes. And you got a 27 total. So yeah, you are aware of these creatures known as... make sure this is the one I'm thinking of. There are these creatures that are known as stone crawlers, stonecrawler worms. They basically are these massive, like 15 foot diameter creatures that burrow through the underground, periodically like bursting into some open areas looking for food. They have the ability to sense things.
I'm having flashbacks.
They have the ability to sense things through walls. They also have the ability to poison things with their bite. And they can, like, as they move, they basically are sort of like a regular worm. They are constantly eating the stone and then excreting the stone. So they're kind of always filling back in the paths that they go through. And it is possible if you're in the wrong position as one of these things passes by, you could just have like these stones sort of fill in around you. Because it comes out in kind of a superheated form and then pours out and rapidly cools.
Does it have DR or anything?
With that check of 27, that's enough to know that it does not have any natural weaknesses or specific immunities.
Wow.
But its burrowing is rather slow. It is moving through stone. So it's not as though like this thing is going to easily catch up to you. But it can move across terrain both on walls or like through walls.
Is there a way to tell when it's burrowing?
Like the ground
You would need to, if it's very close to you, you're going to start to feel the ground shake.
Okay.
Are these things huge?
These things are size huge.
Huge. Alright, well.
Yeah, so I mean let's check out like if they got a magic item shop here. Maybe there's something interesting there.
How did I not think of that? Jeez.
Yeah. There are a few places here that do sell a smattering of random magical objects. Some weapons, some armors, some various miscellaneous stuff. What kind of stuff are you looking for?
Like some deals, like any of like the discounted stuff that might be interesting. That sort of thing.
So as far as stuff down here that is like discounted or at a reduced price, with the base of kind of Rusty's appraisal knowledge, you'll start realizing that like anything down here is sold at a markup to all of you, and Rusty will tell you the markup's about 25% above what it would cost if you found it on the surface. You are getting the upper lands tax applied to all of you. And as far as like broken or damaged stuff, they don't really have anything that's broken or damaged. They only have like completed stuff here.
Is there something that's like you might like super rare that we might not even find on the surface?
Poisons, maybe?
Well, you can definitely find poisons and drugs. Those are super rare on the surface, but not so much down here. But in terms of super rare stuff, give me an appraise check.
Sure.
Yeah, you're not really sure. Like, the hard part of identifying magical items is, well, Felix can point out things that are more powerful that are here. Felix also like can't identify those more powerful things, and the merchant is unwilling to tell you. His policy is if you don't know what it does, he's not going to explain it to you, surface dwellers.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get much fine stuff from this market.
Do they have what is the belt of mighty strength or whatever?
If you ask for something to improve your strength, he will tell you that they do not have one.
Yeah.
What about something for improving dexterity?
If you want to be more nimble, he will tell you that they do not have one of those as well.
Well,
what about if you want to be wiser?
They do not have one as well. Man, this is the time where the D100
What
is
do
not
you
being your
have?
friend.
There's no cheese in the cheese shop.
Surprise! You walk in, the walls are bare. Probably all like super.
I feel like this continuing, Felix is going to ask for something that makes you smarter. Felix will also get a no.
Again, do
Go
they have
for
any cheese in the
broke.
cheese shop?
You're going to go for broke?
Be more charismatic. Let's get another
They
no.
do have one.
Shit. But how much do they want for that?
Let
I
me
don't
see.
think I can
Hold
afford
on
it.
one sec.
Probably $5,000. I think it's normally 4. It's 25% markup.
Yeah, they have what they call a. Oh no, I rolled the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Hold on. No, same result. They have what they call a like headband of alluring Mark II. And they are charging 20,000 GP for it.
Holy shit!
It's a little out of our price range.
That's the better one, though.
That is the better one. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we can afford it when we come back from the danger zone.
I said I'm murdering him while I'm taking it.
I guess I could get something. I could try to. This could also be the wrong spot to ask about this thing, but we're gonna see where this goes. I have this bag of. No, he's not gonna be. They're not gonna tell me anything. Never mind. I'm not gonna try that strategy.
Okay.
I have this thing that they don't know what it is. Maybe they'll tell me, but they probably won't tell me.
Yeah, he won't even tell us what the stuff in his store is.
Yep.
Yeah, he could just run off with it.
He might say it's just dust and buy it off me for nothing.
Interesting drinks at the local tavern.
Fairy dust or whatever?
Nymph dew?
Yeah, nymph do.
It do.
What that nymph do?
People don't think it be like it is.
People don't think it nymph do like it is, but it be nymph do? I don't know.
No, Steve.
No.
No.
You got lost in your
I did.
He got lost in his horoscope.
Yeah, I don't think I really need anything.
Yeah, I guess if they're not going to really, they don't want customers, then
They don't want
our
your kind of customers.
Yeah.
Our people.
It's like y'all want to get married together and you came into Indiana.
Well, with that, I guess I'm willing to just go to the actual literal danger zone.
Yeah. You guys can head down the tunnels.
Yep, and I'm gonna do like some survival. I'll try and avoid like the gang areas.
Yeah.
That are.
Oh no, that's easy enough to do. Like you can trace out the routes fairly well. You would have to kind of venture out into those willingly. This kind of enclave has set itself up, and a lot of the territorial control has to do with like there's only a certain number of ways to get out a certain direction, and you assume that probably stretches out further into what is all part of this same level according to the map that you're looking at, this local region that you're looking at. And so this would be like you would have to willingly want to go into like this kind of drow outcropping that's down here, or like under dark like outcropping that's down here, in order to have to start engaging with those.
Actually, before we leave, does he have any mule backstory?
Ooh. No, he does not. Damn.
All
I
right.
shit you not. Only one of the rolls on this percentile die for this guy has been above 15.
Jeez. Yeah. Sometimes it happens.
Yep. But yeah, you guys can continue to head on down.
So do I need survival or perception?
Yeah, perception and survival.
I will look around for ambushes or traps.
Yep.
I'll just look around for shit. Traps, I guess. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean the dice are fully on your side right now. So there is not a lot as you make your way forward. Where you start getting into about the area that you believe these things to be, or this spot to be, and takes a couple of hours to get there. You grab your
It's a big city or big area, I guess.
Yes. Based on the map, and based on the travel time you have, this has been a fairly long journey. But I will hope that this works. It places you guys correctly. And drag you over to this hallway. You all see the hallway?
aka the worm's nest.
But this somewhere around this hallway is where you believe the location of the temple to be.
All right. Yeah, so I guess we're checking for traps and secret doors.
Yep.
Yep.
Same thing. Looks clear.
Silvio, you will notice that the wall to the west of you does not appear to be, that is not a graphical glitch. That does not appear to be the same stonework as the rest of the walls there.
I think this might be a secret door here, guys.
There's actually, my God, there's a secret door. So does the wall seem to be?
Through a secret door.
Does the wall seem to be trapped?
Give me a perception check.
I'll
Examine
also
it. No, it does not appear to be trapped.
Can I disable it?
You can attempt to try to figure out how to open this door. Yeah.
So.
Give me a disable device.
Ooh. Oh baby.
I was hoping to at least trick you up a little bit with this mechanism. But yeah, you will play around with the area a little bit. You'll kind of like move certain things, twist certain things, and eventually you will discover that the wall will pivot. Let me turn
Holy crap.
Let me turn the camera with
I
it.
can't do anything.
Yeah, you will in a sec. Hang on.
Oh.
Just have to. Whoops. And you will be able to. Hold on. This messed up a little bit. This should go to here. You will see this room ahead of you.
What are those?
There are, as you look in, there are a series of runes that are written into the wall on either side.
Can I read them?
You can. 1 second here.
Yeah, do not read out
I'm
loud.
not going anywhere near the rooms. I'm not a magic guy.
I guess Felix and Luna can try to look at them as well. They're probably more on the magic end. That's not my bag, baby.
Trying to get to the right part of my notes. I updated a bunch of my notes, so this is like further back than it's supposed to be. Yeah, so looking over these runes, there does not appear to be anything specific about these runes, unless you want to give me a Knowledge Arcana. Which Felix
technically I can do that check.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Holy, I can't believe it.
Nice. So Rusty, you will notice that 7 of these runes are what are known as sin runes. Each sort of symbolizing the 7 sins. You have, of course, why is this not listed well? God damn it, Steven. Envy, gluttony, greed, lust, pride, and sloth. Pride, sloth, and wrath. These 7 runes stick out from the rest of them. The rest of these runes seem to be sort of, in like, there is no real detail to them. And at the end of the hall, there is a set of double doors.
What do we want to do? I guess I described that.
You gotta push them in order or something?
Would there be a check to have any understanding of, in this world, would we know, is there any correlation between these and the schools of magic? Or, I guess, would this be an insight check, maybe, to determine, because I'm assuming something needs to be done with these 7 runes.
Yes, something does. So you can give me an. Do you have any ranks in insight?
I actually do not yet.
Then Higram, you can give me some, because I'm pretty sure you have some ranks in there.
I do.
Yeah, so Higram, you are looking over these, and you'll start thinking about it, and you're like, they're magical. Rusty kind of clues you in that there is a sort of tie between them and sort of specific types of spells that are related to that thing. It's not really. It's less so that it's tied to a specific school, and more so that it's tied to like an idea that is represented. And so some spells qualify, some spells don't.
I get it. I have an idea.
And Higram, that'll kind of lead you to the feeling that like there are probably specific spells that get submitted to the runes in order to like solve this if this is a puzzle of some sort.
Does anyone have, like, for example, like create food, some kind of create food spell? I would assume for gluttony.
Not prepared. So cantrips, I have Arcane Mark, Guidance Light, and Stabilize.
Right. Now you're
Judging by the
7 deadly
runes,
sins.
Will we know we need to cast them on the rune, or if we cast them near it, it'll activate if it works?
That's the part that your insight check isn't quite high enough to get. It has something to do with casting the spell. Whether it be on or around is the difficulty of the question.
So I'm gonna get somewhat close. I'm gonna get to like right here. I'm gonna cast Create Water. Just
where they tell you just like in the area you're gonna create some water.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens?
Well, I was gonna say I would.
Nothing happens. This is still testing, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
All right, well then I point to the gluttony one, and you can try it. Right?
Yeah, you can move over with your hand of water, and if you point it at the gluttony one, water will not do it.
I suggest to Felix or someone who has an aggressive spell, like a fireball or something. I show where the wrath is. I think the wrath one is just to be like an attack.
If you guys are talking about this, like Felix will just acid splash the wrath one.
Yeah.
And finally feel like he's getting to do something.
Roll it. If he hits the wall.
Yeah. Let me roll his acid splash.
Hope this works. If not, I'm gonna have him sleep the sloth one.
He will he'll have to do it again because he didn't hit DC 10. So splashes against the ceiling. Ceiling.
Yes.
Finally, he gets it to hit against the rune. And as he does so, the rune will slowly gray out.
All right, then I have him. I suggest for him to sleep the sloth one, if he can.
Yeah. He will cast sleep on the sloth one. And that rune will slowly fade away.
All right.
So I have a few hexes we could try, but the problem is the hexes have to be targeted on a person. So maybe if someone stands right next to the runes, we could try that. That'll tell us whether or not it has to be targeted at the rune or whether something very nearby will work.
All right, let's see. Do you have something that you... All right, I'm looking at the list. Do you have something that you would describe as lust, greed?
Well, yeah, I have charm. I have fortune.
Okay. I was just reading the list out. Let's try fortune. Fortune seems pretty neat.
Yeah, so I just need someone to stand next to the greed rune.
I'll try it. I will try it. I will stand next to the greed rune.
And
his mere presence activates.
Yeah, in my mere presence, me as a greedy person.
Although I don't need to be standing close by to do this, I'm still going to stand very, in touching distance, so the magic being cast is very near it, and I'll try to fortune hex him and see if it does anything.
It will not.
Bummer.
I'm going to try to ghost sound Envy. Was this an illusion? Maybe?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. We could just for the hell of it, you could try charm on lust. Someone I could stand near lust. I mean,
again,
I don't know.
Charm has to. Well, I mean, it could just be hexes don't work, but charm again has to target a person, so we can't target an area or the wall the room with it.
Does Felix have the spell beguiling? What is the beguiling spell that Felix has?
Oh yeah, his beguiling touch or whatever.
What does that do to people?
Can he knowledge Arcana to know?
Yeah, Felix will ask. It will say I guess Felix will probably argue a little bit, but eventually he will walk up and beguiling touch it, and the envy rune will fade.
All right, so then we still need pride, greed.
I'm sorry, that won't work for the envy. That will fade the lust rune.
Okay, so then we will need pride, envy. We need pride, envy, greed, and gluttony. Is that correct?
You need greed, gluttony, envy, and pride. That is correct.
Okay. And no one has the ability to make food. Any kind of food.
Not prepared.
What do you got, Higram?
I'm gonna mage hand and just touch all four. see if it activates.
Okay, when you do that, I will need you to give me some will saves. I will need you to give me first of all a.
Well, I'm gonna do them one at a time. So I'll do the first save. Then
yeah, so you'll do the first one. Roll me a d4. So that one will be a blast of colors. Pours from that rune. I will also need, based on who's standing there, I will also need Rusty to give me a will save as well.
So the water didn't activate the trap. So it's the trap can tell if you're just trying stuff out?
No, so the water you didn't cast on it, you cast the mage hand on it. You cast the mage hand and then had the mage hand touch it. The water becomes the physical object. It's not the spell anymore, but the mage hand is the spell.
Would it have gone off when I ghost sounded the envy?
Oh, I forgot you'd ghost sounded. I either forgot or missed that you ghost sounded the envy, because that would have also made a difference as well. So let's do this on the envy instead.
But we can just keep the same everything.
That's fine. But
out how the trap works.
It just would have changed what would happen. You will hear the door relocks when you cast Ghost Sound on Envy.
So it's not illusion; it's a specific spell, I guess.
It's got to be near a spell. Like there's a spell that has to be flavor matched to it, basically.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's not the school of magic; it's the spell itself has to match.
Correct.
Is there a spell that makes someone like feel full, or like I'm just trying to think.
There might be, but the problem is we're both prepared casters.
Right.
So unless we, if we can't figure this out, then we can sleep here and think about other things to prepare for, like, tomorrow to try with better accuracy. But we're kind of just, spitballing with what random.
What ones do we have?
We have lust, gluttony, envy, and pride. So gluttony is the hardest one unless we haven't tried create food. I presume create food is what it wants, specifically create food. I don't know that. Lust is probably like some kind of charm spell, or like some kind of like.
Lust has already been knocked out.
Lux. Oh, never mind.
Lust is knocked out. You just have greed, gluttony, envy,
greed
and
is
pride.
probably some kind of like. I don't know. Is there any spell that was like makes money or something?
There's like blood money, and there's some other ones. There's some tricking money spells. The only ones we have are Arcane Mark, Unseen Servant, and an unknown one that we haven't been able to identify.
So that would be greed. We've done sloth and wrath. Envy is.
Which ones did we get so far? We got
lust, sloth, and wrath.
What was sloth?
Sleep.
Oh, that makes sense. And wrath was that?
Wrath was just an acid splash attack. It was just like a damage spell. And then lust was beguiling touch. I don't know what pride would be. Something if someone could make
like
there's a spell that I don't know spells in Pathfinder, so I'm just gonna spitball. If there's like some spell that made you more charming than normal, seems like pride would be something like that. I think by definition of pride, at least.
I think like maybe like a disguise spell because you're like taking pride in your appearance. Whatever.
Oh, actually, I could
like
try
that.
this if we're gonna sleep. I could I have disguise self, technically.
Well, will it have to be something that we can cast on it, like just cast
Right.
on ourselves? We've proven doesn't work.
Yeah, that's my issue, is that I can't cast anything on anyone else.
And if you're wrong, it'll trigger some type of magical reaction, and it could be different every time. So I'm gonna back away.
Pride would be like a disguise spell, so that would make sense. So pride is probably like some kind of disguise spell or something that increases your charisma. Envy is a desire type thing. Greed is like any kind of fortune or money, and then I guess assume gluttony is food of some kind. So if we want to like, we also don't know if we leave and come back whether these will be like this. Like if they let us, if there was like an inn in this like city, if they let us stay there, we could also just take it like we could try to stay where we are. I don't know if it's good if we try and like go to sleep, will these things like will be unlocked when we try again?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I almost wonder if you could I don't know if this is a stretch because it could vary person to person, but Arcane Mark, it is your personal rune or mark that you make. That could be a symbol of your pride, like if it's a very like personal thing to you.
Yeah, let's try it.
I mean, all right, let me just read.
Who's got Arcane Mark?
I do.
Okay. You can try it.
I am just reading. I'm just reading like.
Well,
summaries
so
on-
is your Arcane Mark like super personalized?
I think it would be. I mean, I don't know how personalized I can make it, but like if Luna could make an Arcane Mark look exactly how she wanted it to be, it'd look like a raven. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's pretty personalized for her.
Okay.
defined as
So-
dangerously corrupt, selflessness, putting one's own desires before others.
Yeah, so I guess I'll go up and attempt to put my mark on the pride and see what happens.
You will burn out the pride.
Cool. All
Good,
right.
good thinking.
So what we're down to envy and greed
And gluttony.
And gluttony.
Gluttony.
So unless we can make, I have to assume it's make food of some kind.
I mean, I think it can be a lot of things. I think it just has to have a gluttonous theme to it. I don't think like making food is the only gluttony spell there is out there. I think there's a lot of other options. It's just got to have that theme of like gorging yourself on
Yeah,
something.
it's just overconsumption. Generally, it's just overdoing it.
Yeah, maybe the ant haul spell would, because like you're grabbing so much stuff, like you're being really gluttonous. That might be.
That seems like it'd be more for greed, that you could just you're
maybe.
able to. I wish I mean those. I mean I also don't have access to. I mean I have it, but
yeah,
it's not
Felix
like a spell I
will.
can.
Felix will say he didn't ready his ant haul, but he does have an idea for the gluttony.
Yeah.
He'll start talking about his good buddy.
Oh no.
That I am now forgetting the name of because it's not in front of me. God damn it, where is it? Oh, he'll start talking about his good friend Henry. Yes, you know when Henry he likes a lot of things, but you know what he likes most? He likes things that are dripping with a substance. You know what substance that is? And as he's saying this, he's like moving his hands around. He likes a bit of grease, and he greases the gluttony, and the gluttony will go out.
So what, we're just down to pride and envy?
No, we did.
No, we did pride.
Greed
sorry.
and envy.
Envy
Greed
and
and envy.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I could try doing like a psychic reading on envy, because I mean, you're like reading like a person. Like, I mean, that could be that you're trying to find info on that person. Like, that might be something that would work.
I mean, it does speak to the jealousy part of envy. That you don't trust them and you want to just read their mind.
Up to you.
So
Do you want to try it?
It's certainly tangential.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah, the door will lock harder.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we need to. I think we
I
need to
hate
get.
that that's the effect of the envy rune. It just relocks the door.
Well, actually, maybe I wouldn't have been able to target it because it says target one humanoid creature.
No, you'll
So
notice it
it's
works.
not like, okay, cool.
Oh.
Well, so my extracts aren't magic. Can you?
They are
So-
magical.
They are magical.
Uh huh.
Can I, like, put my ant haul extract towards the greed one?
And then you like pour it into the rune.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to do that, or if he just used something that normally is supposed to be touch on a person and he tried it on a rune and it seemed to work touching the rune, I could try touching the rune with fortune.
You can give that a try as well.
Yeah, you can try that. That's fine.
What kind of ability is your abilities? They're supernatural, right?
Hexes, I believe so. Yes, I believe they're supernatural abilities.
Yeah. Then it will not have an effect.
Um,
Actually, another question I have, because is the psychic reading also a supernatural ability?
Well, it's a spell. So how do key abilities work?
You need to go to where the psychic reading thing is, because this does matter. It has to very specifically be.
I mean, you get spell resistance against it, so that would mean it's a spell, right?
Yeah, but it comes from the King Gong's.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull up the class here. Let's see, some key powers, blah blah blah.
Another
so the key powers are spell-like abilities, so that would work.
Okay, well then Ant Hall is a spell-like. The extracts are spell-like abilities.
Effect. So basically.
Well, the question is, do I consume it and then?
No, I think you would want to pour it like directly onto the rune if that's what we want to do. But another option is, I do have my life pact spell. I could see that being envious, because it's like binding people's life force together, and the one who like goes low, or it could be gluttonous. I don't know. Like actually could maybe be gluttony, because you're like
Gluttony's already gone.
Oh, gluttony is gone.
Gluttony is gone.
Envy is characterized by insatiable desire.
So what are we down to?
Described as sad.
Greed. Okay.
I'm just gonna try this. It's not like a huge off my back if this doesn't work. So I'll try putting the Ant Hall extract like against the rune, not pouring it out. And if
nothing will happen.
Then I'll pour it on it.
The liquid will drip down and it will disappear as it pours onto the rune, and the rune will disappear.
So we're down to just greed.
I thought he put it on envy.
Oh,
I was
that
gonna
was
say
greed.
yeah.
Okay, so we're down to envy. So what about like touching it with like comprehend languages? Do you think that could be like envious? Like you're envious you can't speak. You're envious of being able to speak someone else's language, or that some people can.
I don't know. I guess envy is. Let me just see if I'm. Envy is also characterized by vanity and glory. What is this word? Yeah, I guess envy is also characterized by vanity.
Up.
So I could try I think that's what I'm seeing when I'm looking it up. Just by the definition of the word. So I guess I will try a disguise self extract on envy.
Because he's jealous of another person's appearance and he's stealing it. There you go. That's why it's envy.
That is essentially is my argument.
Because it wishes it could be every other spell.
Yeah.
That's clever, but I didn't think of this as a potential solution, but I'm gonna allow it. The envy rune will fade.
The other idea I had was just my own cure light wounds that only I can use.
Yeah, that would not have done it.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna do it. All right, so we did it.
Yeah, you'll hear the door unlock ahead of you. And you can open the door. And it will open into a temple. The temple is unlit until you step inside, at which point, give me 1 second here.
Yep.
Let me add some stuff in here.
I don't just walk in by myself.
Yeah, I would have walked in.
Where did it go? Oh no. no, these assets have disappeared now, haven't they? No, that's gonna suck.
I'm interested to think of what Steve's intended solution for that one was.
Stuff that it seems like you guys didn't have.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought somebody had taken Eagle Splendor.
I thought Felix has that.
He has Owl's Wisdom.
Okay, yeah, I don't think. Wait, Eagle Splendor, is that the one that? What stat does that give?
Charisma.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing.
I don't think anyone's taken that yet.
I was right though. There was something that added charisma.
Yeah.
Just no one could do it.
And obviously they did have to be cast on the object. The runes did count as people for the purposes of
Gotcha.
targeting.
Oh, so she could have cast charm?
Yes.
Or the hex?
Well, the problem is
the hexes are supernatural, so the hexes can't trigger.
Oh.
I think like Felix knows the charm spell. If he had it prepared, he could have done that on it. But because my charm is supernatural, it wouldn't have worked.
Yep.
I gotcha.
I think we have a charm scroll somewhere. I need to just like learn it as a spell.
But yeah, you guys can now see into the temple.
What is that a statue of?
There is a massive statue there, and it is a statue that is their rendition of Lars. This rendition of Lars looks very dwarven in nature, but is like kind of the body is longer and taller than it should be for a dwarven character, and it has a big, long, like sort of unkempt beard, but it's not really the like way that the stone is kind of carved in. It looks like it's kind of dirty but clean at the same time. The facial structure is a bit more rough. It's a very strange statue, to say the least.
It's holding a scroll?
No, it is holding a shield and a mace.
And then these are books in front of them?
Yes, there are a pair of lecterns with some books on them.
Looking for traps before we start moving forward.
Yes. The room is untrapped.
Maybe someone should pray to Lars? Points to person who might pray to Lars.
Did we see if there's any scrolls in here?
There are no scrolls in here.
All right, and I want to just check for secret doors in here again real quick before we...
Yeah, so you can look around the room, and you will notice that there is a door over here at the stage. It's not very secret, but it's like hidden. It's hidden enough that it's hard to tell that it's a door unless you like physically get up onto the stage and look at it at a very specific angle. Why is light peering through? Hold, please. You shouldn't be able to see into that other room, damn it. How is this possible?
I can.
I can't.
So I mean to ping down there.
Alright, well, I don't even see how you could, but for some reason it made itself a little bit clearer to everybody, so there must be a hole somewhere. Oh well. But yeah, so you can see that up near the, up at the podium. Over here.
All right. So, yeah.
I guess we're gonna walk slowly over to it.
Okay. Yeah, you can get up there. You can see the statue of their rendition of Lars there and the door that's there.
Oh yeah, before I do this, I want to look at these books.
Felix will also be very interested in the books. And Felix will read a few pages, and then he will immediately slam one of them shut. I'm going to read this later. And he'll, like, put it... I don't know if he can carry it. The book weighs 5 pounds.
He can't carry it. What?
Yeah, he right now is at medium load.
What a total load.
This will put him at almost his max medium, but he will... I think he'll see.
Is there any way I could like peek into the book before he slams it?
You can see a few words, but it's talking about various people.
Just toss it in the bag of holding.
There's no way he's gonna put it...
he'll think about it for a bit. I don't think he would put it in there though. He will hold on to the book of names.
Yeah, I figured.
Does he have something else on his person he can put in the bag so he can carry more stuff? Just so that he's not barely moving. Something bad happened.
Yeah, he could put his noble's outfit in there for now. So for right now, I will... I'm assuming there's a reason he's carrying that and a hot weather outfit. We'll figure that out later. It's not the end of the world.
All right, well, once he has the book, I'm gonna check this door for traps.
Yeah, you can look at the other book, by the way. The other book is a religious textbook of this cult, but it is written in Undercommon.
Of course it is.
Well, actually, yeah. Does it have like any like symbols of Lars or anything on top?
It
of
does
it?
have. It does have a symbol of Lars on the cover.
Yeah. Let's grab it and toss it in the thing then.
Yeah.
All right.
I will add it. I'll just call it
Undercommon Lars Bible.
Okay. Undercommon Lars Bible.
Oh, and 2 ranks of logistics. I'll start learning Undercommon. I think I have to go through another language to get to it.
All right. Are you all ready for the door?
Yeah.
This is 5 pounds also?
This is 5 pounds also. Yep. It's a massive like metal edge or metal rimmed book with lots of very large pages and a wood bound cover.
Looking for traps.
Yeah, I will. Trap me.
That door is not trapped.
I attempt to open the door.
You can open the door. And inside, as you open the door, you will see a pair of ravenous eyes staring at you as you reach the door, hungry, dressed in robes similar to that which you would see in the Temple of Lars up above, but with like big splotches of blood running down them, blood dripping from the creature's mouth. They will look at you hungrily, and with that, we will end tonight. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.